The views and opinions expressed by the participants on this show are not necessarily those of Stewart Information Services Corporation, Stewart Title, or Stewart Insurance. Before you make any investment, you should seek the advice of your investment advisor or attorney.
Whether you're a real estate broker, realtor, homeowner, buyer, or seller, everything matters when it comes to real estate. This is Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. Stewart Title's Bill Napick and guests open the door to what really matters in owning, buying, and selling real estate. And now, Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title, brought to you by Stewart Insurance. Here to inform, entertain, and inspire, Bill Napick.
Welcome to the show. It is Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I am your host, Bill Napick. Thank you for joining us here today for show number 616, right here in the fourth largest city in the United States, Houston, Texas. And once again, we've assembled tremendous people here on the show today. And we're going to start with the one and only Ronnie Espling. He's with Compass. Ronnie, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great, Ronnie.
Good.
So let's tell people,
Yeah.
first of all, everybody's heard about Compass in the real estate world, but give us an idea what's happening with Compass right here, your company in the Houston area.
So for me, Compass obviously has been in a ton of headlines, and it's done a lot of acquisitions recently. There is a lot of question marks around Compass right now, good and bad, everything in between. But for me, as an agent, for someone who, has clients and services these people in this city, I think everything Compass is doing is really just gearing us up to serve our clients in a really efficient way. And it saves us time and it allows us to spend time on the things that benefit our clients and help us grow our businesses.
So give us an idea as far as you're helping buyers and sellers every day, geographically where you've been spending most of your time here in the Houston area.
I would say most of my time is kind of encapsulated in the inner loop. So I would say like Heights, River Oaks, Upper Kirby, those kind of areas. I do venture out to do some farm and ranch every once in a while. I really enjoy that. I like that process. But I would say primarily I'm in the inner loop. So as soon as you get outside of 610, I'll service those areas, but it's just not typically where I'd work.
And as far as the inner loop goes, I mean, that's a great place to live. Those of us in Houston that are familiar, we would think of it as a place with lots of restaurants, lots of places, entertainment, great shopping, things like that. But if you were to describe it as far as people listening outside of Houston, give us a little bigger picture of what's happening inside the loop of Houston, Texas.
Gosh, I mean, that's like an impossible question to answer almost, but I will try.
But you could do it.
I can.
We know you can.
I think it really can appeal to anyone. If you have kids, there's West U, there's the Heights. If you're someone who's a little bit more focused on, the restaurants and the shopping, or if you're, a single person, a bachelor, bachelorette, downtown Washington Corridor, Rice Military. If you want to be close to the park, you're talking Camp Logan. So it really does cater to kind of any lifestyle. It's just whatever you tell me matters to you. Then we have a conversation around, okay, well, let's help you find a house built around your lifestyle, not necessarily a house built around what you would put on paper, because you're going to live there.
And let's say for the buyers, again, on the inner loop area, from a buyer's standpoint, I would imagine certainly you could get a home, patio home, perhaps condos and things like that. Give us an idea of some of the price points. And the Heights is a very popular spot. Yeah. You're familiar with it. Give us an idea. What does it cost to get a, quote, nice house, whatever that is, in the Heights at this point in time? So
Heights area, I would say it's one of the more expensive areas. It's one of the hottest areas in Houston. I would say average days on market, you're going to typically be about 45. It can be less than that if you price really well. But price point you're looking at for a starter family home, that's nice. I would say you're going to be $850.
So there you go. Yeah, it's gone up quite a bit.
And it can very easily go higher than that. But, we're talking like a 3-bed, 2-bath, nice bungalow somewhere. And then you're getting into like historic districts, because the Heights is kind of like there are these weird little micro pockets. So there's Norhill, or there's Woodland Heights, which is like the creme de la creme of the Heights. So then we're talking like Shady Acres or Sunset Heights. So it's just like Houston's just these weird little bubbles within itself.
And that's the great thing in terms of variety. But as far as new construction right now in the Heights, can we find something that's brand new? Because you mentioned the bungalows, and some of those bungalows, I don't know how old they are, but I think some go
Getting
back
close
to
to 100 years old.
Yeah, in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
So there's thus the historic factor. But what if we want new construction? Is that available right now?
New construction is definitely available. If you're in Heights proper, I would say you're definitely going to be in the $1 million+ range for new construction. There's also really great areas that sit kind of just adjacent to the Heights. So there's Shady Acres, which is on the other side. It's on the west side of Shepherd and Durham. So if you're going north, that's kind of where you'll be. But those new construction homes, I would say they're starter homes. They're typically going to be first-time home buyer, maybe someone who's relocating to the city and wants to be close to the Heights. You can get new construction there probably from anywhere between $500,000 to $700,000. 3-bed, 3.5-bath homes. 3-4 stories. So they're not going to be on bigger pieces of land like Heights proper. And those are kind of capped at 5,000 square feet anyways, lot size. But you can find options for new construction. And it might not be Heights proper because, again, you're going to be in the $1 million+ range. But around the Heights, you can easily get into that area for $500,000.
So do you have people reach out to you outside of the Houston area or outside of the state of Texas and say, hey, Ronnie, I want a place somewhere in the Loop, and that sort of thing? Does that happen?
Yeah, happens all the time.
All the time?
All the time. I'm really big. A lot of real estate agents say, like, we shouldn't spend our time talking to other real estate agents, but I'm like, we work with them. They're our colleagues. And oftentimes, if you have a good relationship with other agents, that really helps a deal go smooth. But when you go to other markets, I always make it a point to go meet other real estate agents, especially within Compass. Because it is building those referral networks and kind of having someone that you know in that city, boots on the ground, who when you have someone in your life who says, hey, I'm moving to Chicago or I'm moving to Miami, you say, oh, I have this guy, Eric. He's great. You have to meet him. And I have that with me. And so I have people call me from Chicago, and I've had clients from Chicago who bought a house sight unseen. And that was just also because I networked with other agents in Houston, saw a listing that was off market, texted that agent, said, your clients are going to hate me because I need to be in their house in 10 minutes to do a video recording walkthrough. But we submitted a contract and we sent it in and we got the house.
So when people do reach out to you from out of state, how do they find out about you? Is it a social media thing that you're doing, a referral with Compass, or how does that work most of the time? I'm sure it's different
Most of the time it's word of mouth or my sphere, I would say. It is either, I have a massive family, so they're kind of all spread out. And so it's either people they know and they know I'm a real estate agent
Ronnie
here in Houston. No, they're like, he's the best agent. And I'm like, well, I'm your brother. So I like kind of have to be, but it does help.
I'm your brother. That's a good, well, it's true, right?
It is. So it's mostly through my sphere. Compass every once in a while if they think you're a good fit for a specific client, because they want to be sure that they're connecting someone with the agent that's going to best serve them. And so that will happen sometimes, but for me, it's my sphere.
So they say right now that there's a lot of, just generally speaking, here in the Houston area, they say there's a lot of homes available, maybe more now than, I forget what the statistic is, but then for a long time, right? Mm-hmm. So a lot of homes means that the buyer has a lot of choices. Mm-hmm. It's great for the buyer, generally speaking, right now. Yeah. But when we think about the Loop, and again, the Heights and some of the other areas that you're focusing on, is it the same way there? Is there a lot of inventory or maybe not so much there?
It's interesting. I saw the statistic the other day. I think that currently right now there's the most inventory ever on the MLS ever recorded, currently sitting active.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. Is interesting to look at because, as you were just getting into, that can differ depending on where you are as far as where you're looking in Houston. Inner Loop wise, there's those hot areas. There's the Heights. There's parts of Montrose are actually really hot. Cherryhurst, Hyde Park, those areas are really popular. Westview is always on fire. It's crazy. So you're still running into multiple offers in certain situations in certain markets if it's priced really well. And there's strategy and stuff that goes into that. But I would say, you're definitely seeing a higher inventory right now because interest rates and whatever. But for me, because of where I work primarily, those buyers typically aren't as rate sensitive. So you're not seeing that as much of a concern, but you're definitely seeing higher inventory across the board, kind of everywhere.
And when you mentioned West University and even back to the Heights, those are some of the places that when you do buy something, like maybe right now, or especially if you bought 4 or 5 years ago, those are one of those places, correct me if I'm wrong, those are the places that go up in value. So if you can afford, let's take your number from earlier, the $800,000 to get into the Heights, if things do what they've done in the last 10 years, that $800,000 will be 1.2
Oh, yeah. I mean,
before long. So get your money together and do it, right?
No, it's great. Look, and everyone says, date the rate, buy the house, whatever. I'm like, no. If you can buy the house and you love the house and you love the lifestyle it provides you, buy the house now. Because there's not a better time than right now. Like, we all wish we had a crystal ball and we could figure out what was going to happen with the economy and the job market and all of these factors that kind of weigh and measure in on real estate. But at the end of the day, you need a place to live. You need something that suits your lifestyle and your family and where you are now versus where you want to go. And so if you can get that house now, just do it.
We're talking with Ronnie Espling. He's with Compass Real Estate here in Houston. Ronnie, of all the things you could be doing, there's a lot of you're talented. We hear about you all the time. Top producer. Of all the things you could be doing, what was it about real estate that pulled you into the fold, so to speak?
That's a funny question. It's changed. What pulled me in was the chaos. I was a personal trainer.
Seeking chaos.
Yeah, I love it.
There you
well,
go.
I have
You
I said I had a massive family earlier. I have 8 siblings, 14 nieces and nephews.
Wow.
Yeah, so I grew up in chaos. And when I was a physical trainer and nutritionist before I was in real estate 10 years ago, I just remember seeing a lot of my clients were real estate agents. And I would hear their chaotic phone calls. I would see their mood swings. They'd have to run out of sessions in the middle of it. It kind of just like had this weird appeal to me. And, I looked around and I thought, there's a cap for this with what I'm doing right now with personal training. And I don't really want to be a 50-year-old trainer in the gym for 13 hours a day. But I liked that. I liked the chaos of real estate. And so I didn't tell anyone. I think I was 23, 24. I got my license without telling a soul. Quit cold turkey because I'm 100% like all-in person. So there's no way I was going to do both at the same time. And I've been a top producing agent ever since. And now, for me, the really cool thing about real estate is to be able to see behind the curtain of someone's life, and not just the good stuff. Everyone has job promotions and their kids graduated, or they've lived in their family home and they're downsizing now. But you also get job loss and divorce and the really nasty, dark, hard parts of life. And to share that space with someone is such a privilege, and to walk through that with them and be a part of that journey where they can close one chapter and start a new one. To me, that's why I love it now.
There's comfort in chaos in your case.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. That could be the title of your book, right?
Comfort and Chaos.
Comfort and Chaos.
Actually, that would be a good book.
Hey, we're onto something. I'll be your ghostwriter or something. I don't know.
I'll talk to you after.
And that said, now, Ronnie, before we close this segment, we're talking again with Ronnie Espling with Compass. Before we close the segment, what else you want people to know about what you're doing?
You know what? I'm not like your typical realtor, and I hate that because I don't think that exists anymore. But I like to make the process fun. I'm a little funky. I'm a little weird. I have a lot of tattoos, but I genuinely just care about my clients. I want the best result for them. I want to be friends with them. I want to get dinner with them. And for me, it's such a personable process, and it doesn't have to be boring.
Bring on the fun.
Yeah,
you got to have some. No,
everyone makes it so serious, and it's this report and that paper and the numbers. But I'm just like,
there's a lot of paperwork too, by the way,
there's tons. But I'm like, it can be fun too.
So I think when people enlist the services for listing for their listing, or if they're buying, they have at least in their mind. If some people actually write it down, things they're looking for in a realtor. But now on the list, we could put tattoos. Yes, right. I think that's going to be on my list next time, Ronnie.
Should. So I would say the easiest way is probably on Instagram, and my handle on there is @tattooedagent.
Oh, there you go.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, straight to the point. And my cell phone is 832-696-2767. 832-696-2767. 2767.
Ronnie, thanks for being with us.
Thank you. It was a blast.
As we move right along, here she is with Keller Williams Premier Leal Salame. She is here today. Leal, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. I'm really happy to be here.
Well, here you are. You're with Keller Williams Premier. First of all, there's a lot of Keller Williams offices around the world and Houston. But give us an idea. Where is your office, and geographically, where are you doing most of your work?
So my office is located in Katy, exactly on Westheimer Parkway and South Peak Road. That's what we are, and that's where I work, and I've been loving it. It's a great brokerage to be with, absolutely.
And when you're in Katy, first of all, those listening outside of Houston, that's west of the city.
Yes.
But it is also one of those suburbs that really is very popular.
Yep.
And in addition, there's other very popular suburbs right around Katy.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. So give us an idea of some of the other places.
So we have Katy, we go then Fulshire, Richmond, and those areas are really expanding very well, as well as Brookshire, Sealy. If you're people looking for new construction, that's where they're actually moving if they want to stay a little bit out of the city and have kind of more peaceful life. That's what they're trying to go right now, and it's really expanding.
There you go. And as far as and let's go to Katy again, the marketplace right now. As far as if I'm a buyer and I want to buy a home in Katy, what's the market like now? What kind of selection am I going to have?
Well, there is a lot of inventory actually, and it's a very good time for buyers to shop around since they have options. There is a lot of negotiation powers, and it fits everybody's needs. And you can find price range starting like, let's say, 270s to 80s, depending on the location and the builder, goes up to 4, 5, 7, 800s. So there is a little bit of everything for everybody.
And in terms of new construction, again, in Katy, is there, because I live near, I'm not in Katy, but I'm very close to it. As far as new construction, is there new construction in Katy, and where is it if it's there?
It's like North I-10. There is a lot of new construction happening right there in the Katy section. Different price range, as I mentioned, and different options for everybody. And again, people hesitate maybe right now because of the interest rate, but they may not realize that having a lot of options give them more power to negotiate.
It's a great time for buyers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So lots of choices, and especially a cash buyer, right?
Yeah.
If you're a cash buyer, I would imagine it's the perfect time to buy.
Yeah, absolutely. They can submit just the offer, and because they are not going to worry about the lending part of it, they can just quick close and get the price they will want to pay for the house.
And that said, let's say out of the last 10 buyers that you've had, how many have been cash, if any?
In cash, so far, I've been working mostly with financing buyers, but there are a lot of cash buyers nowadays, I can tell, and many investors also.
And then as far as people that are listing their property, how often are you, right now you're helping both, right?
Yeah.
Are you helping more buyers or more sellers?
More buyers and the seller, because as I mentioned, like we are on a buyer's market, but for sellers, depend on the situation that's motivating them to sell. They may wait for later, or they may decide to do it right now, and you can still sell at a good price and using a great strategy, so the house doesn't sit on the market for so long, because that's what we are seeing.
And what about Fulshire? Do you get to Fulshire very often? What's happening there?
It's expanding a lot. There are a lot of new constructions as well, and different builders, different incentives, and the area is really expanding residentially and commercial as well.
Now, we hear about builders' incentives. So and there's so many builders, so each one probably has a different
Absolutely.
offering, right?
Yes, each one is different.
So what are some of the incentives that you've seen as an example out there?
They may buy the rate down for the first year, then for the second one, and then for the third one, it will change to a fixed interest rate for the next 30 years if you want to go with that option, or you can use some cash incentive to closing costs or towards some other things that you would like to use it. So, but it will depend which program you use, how the buyer is qualified for, but you can pick whatever benefits you better.
Now, in terms of where you're working, is it only out west, or you ever get in here close to Uptown or in other parts of Houston?
I get mostly in Katy, Richmond, Fulshire, but I go to the Memorial area as well, this part of town maybe, but mostly I'm focusing on the west side of Houston.
And then as far as like Brookshire, for those that aren't familiar, would it be safe to say that's more of a, maybe not farm, maybe it is farm and ranch. I don't know. Can I get a lot of space out there if I want?
Yes, especially like Sealy, there are houses that they may be like 2,000 square feet, but they're sitting on an acre lot. So you have that space over there if you want to have other plans to, use that space for. You can absolutely have your house with the 2,000 square feet, 3,000, and the acre lot.
So would that be a new home that's the 2,000 square foot home with the acre lot?
Most likely a resale.
I might want one of those.
They're beautiful.
Is
they're
that
selling
possible?
quick, by the way, on that
They
part.
are?
Yeah.
And that's in Sealy?
Sealy, yeah.
What's the price point, for
Well,
example, of one? It's going to depend, but
because of the lot size.
Yeah, let's say the
it's
acre.
like on the
in the
5K,
fives.
560s, yes.
You know what I'd do if I had an acre?
What you will
I'd build
do?
a pickleball court,
Right?
And then I'd reach out to you and you'd give me a lesson, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I will charge for that, though.
Whoa! Wait a second.
I'm kidding.
No, okay, all right. So you had me worried there, just for a second. But no, seriously, because I understand our research team here on the show in Real Estate Matters. They said you're a pickleball player. Is that true?
I do. Yeah. I am, and I really loved it.
So what is
It's a lot of fun.
We hear that so much about pickleball. What is it that you like about pickleball and what everybody else is so excited about?
Well, it's very dynamic, very social. And to tell you something, this was a sport made for people who were retiring. And somehow the young generation took over. So it makes it more competitive. And it's a lot of fun. And it's a very social sport. It's good to go have some games and then maybe grab some coffee.
Because all these years, I've never really tried it. I've heard about it. I think the first time I heard about pickleball was like 5 years ago.
It started, before the 2000s even. Like, I believe on the 60s, 50s. 70s.
Really?
Yeah.
That long?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
And I was joking about building one on the home that I didn't buy yet on an acre, but you
You
could
may
do
want to do it, yeah.
People do that. They buy and
yeah.
they build their own pickleball courts.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's a very good business idea to open a place for it. It just keeps growing. You will make some money on it, absolutely.
So then, you must be pretty good at this game.
I don't want to say, let's play and then we see.
Well, okay. I have to watch one of the tournaments. Now,
Absolutely.
but how do you determine which hand you're going to use the paddle?
I-
Right or left-handed kind of deal? Or the first way you pick it up?
Yeah, I'm a right-handed
Okay.
person, but if the ball goes this way and I'm not able to do a reverse, I'll just switch the paddle and hit it with the left and then get my paddle back to the right one.
So there you got to be ready for it.
Yeah, you got to be ready for it. And it's very good sport for the brain, by the way.
Because why? You're using both sides of your
Because of the way you have to think, you have to use a lot of strategies. First, how to hit and where to hit. You have to be thinking all the time of it. So it's very good sport for like avoid Alzheimer's and those kind of like memory disease later on.
So you think you want to go where the ball's going? Is that part of the strategy? You have to determine or imagine, hey, the ball's going to go this way or that way, and be ready for it.
Yeah, and then make it as if it's going to the one side, but then switch it to the other side, to the other team. Like make it like if it's going right, but then switch it left. So that's what you have to think.
When you're helping buyers or sellers, do you run into other people that are involved in the pickleball sport?
Oh, yes.
So that's kind of a conversation, kind of like what we're doing here. It's a little conversation point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do they say about it? They're excited?
Pickleball, yeah, they want to try it. So I've been scheduling appointments for pickleball weekly now, besides my regular plays, just to invite people to play pickleball.
Yeah.
So now we gather, and I have to make that space because I keep my personal training of pickleball on the week as well. But yeah.
And
they get excited about it.
Also imagine, just expanding this, is that even within Keller Williams, there's so many agents at Keller Williams that pick any Keller Williams here in Houston, there's quite a few, several hundred usually.
Yeah.
But at Keller Williams Premier, there's probably a lot of people that might want to play, and you could trade real estate ideas and everything.
Yeah, we have played together actually.
That sounds pretty
Yeah,
good.
it is. You should try it as well.
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to buy the house
There
and
you go.
build the pickleball court.
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
I have to like it first.
Yeah, you will love it. I have no doubt about it.
So give us an idea right now as far as social media, because you have to promote, we're talking pickleball and things like that. Everything is connected to real estate. So
Yes.
how do you promote yourself within Keller Williams, I guess via social media? But
Yes.
give us first, let's talk about social media. What are you doing there that's bringing you results, that's expanding your business?
So on the social media, I have a little bit of everything of my business and what I like. So you will find that I have many posts about pickleball and other posts about open houses. Okay. And that has helped me to connect with people and to connect with people with the same interest that I have, let's say. And we go from there, we start a relationship. And because this business, it's exactly about building relationships. So
that's a good idea. And do you use which vehicle? Do you like Facebook or Instagram?
I have Instagram and Facebook mostly. That's what I focus on.
Because I like Facebook myself. That gets a lot of views.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Facebook gives me something and Instagram gives me something else. So that's why I keep them on both.
Now, do you ever have somebody that reaches out to you that you didn't know before and they say, hey, I saw you on Facebook?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Actually, it was funny. There was a case where I met someone on social media and then we started commenting on each other's posts. And it just happened that we went to a gathering of someone in common. And when they introduced you to each other, it's like, hold on, I guess we know each other from social media. And then it happened that day we actually met in person.
There you go. So the social media does work. We
It
have
does.
to work it. And then as a real estate agent, I guess as you're out there in the world, I know I would find a way to tell people I'm in real estate. I'm not sure how I would do it yet, but I would say, hey, look, by the way, I can help you, right?
Yeah.
Like you just run into them.
Yeah. I mean, it's on my bio and it's on every post here and there that I do when I'm doing open houses. I'm inviting them over there. Or if I'm seeing a good place, like let's say a new construction and there are incentives, I post about that so they know I'm in real estate. And if they need to ask, they will ask.
We're talking with Leal Salame with Keller Williams Premier. And you mentioned the open house. I see a lot of signs recently. Is this the season of the open house right now, or what's going on, and how effective or do you find open houses in your marketing?
I mean, the market always fluctuates. You know, we had the spring market, which was very busy as well. Summer market as well before, school is starting. So that's why maybe you may be seeing a lot of signs. And that's a good way for, to have business and to invite people because they feel, I guess, more free sometimes to walk around and give you a feedback on that house. So it's a good strategy, I believe, as a real estate agent to be doing open houses.
That sounds pretty good. Mm-hmm. Well, let's tell people how they can reach you, Leal Salame, Keller Williams Premier, in case they want some help. I know they're listening right now. They're thinking, well, I think I need help buying or selling or a pickleball tip or two.
Whatever they want. If you want to do
out.
real estate business, let's do it. If you want to play pickleball, I'm happy to.
That sounds pretty good. Let's tell them how to reach you. So
my phone number is 832-739-2698. And they can follow me on social media at Leal Realtor. And on Facebook, it's Leal Salame. And again, my phone number, 832-739-2698.
And also, give us a quick word of all the things you could be doing. Here you are. It's a wide world out there. Why did you choose real estate?
Well, I was transitioning from sales and logistics, and I have my lighting business. So I was touring houses already, and I liked that feeling. And then being in the real estate business, how you help people with the backstage of everything, which was the same I was doing in logistics, and then get them to what they want. It's a good feeling to see the satisfaction on their face after they get the keys, and also like it's a good way to build generational wealth. I believe it's a fun work as well.
Now, one of the things also, again, our research team, they're constantly working. You know this. So they also told us that you speak not one, not two, but 4 languages.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, I can help people
Wow.
in either English, Spanish, Arabic, or French if needed.
That's a lot of languages.
Yeah. And I'm aiming for another one too.
What would you add to your arsenal?
Maybe Italian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so when you get the Italian conquered, come on back, and then now you'll have 5 languages.
Absolutely, I'll do that.
And then, and this is the perfect city to be able to deploy any of those languages when you need, because your people are coming from all these places.
Absolutely, yeah. 832-739-2698.
Thanks for being with us.
Thanks to you for the invitation.
And moving right along, here she is. You may have seen her, heard about her. Her name is Amber Townsend. She has an organization called H-Town Mingle. And H-Town, of course, is Houston, Texas. H-Town Mingle. Amber Townsend. Hey, Amber, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here. How are you?
Everything's good, Amber. So let's tell people, one of the great things in business, real estate, we're talking to real estate professionals all the time right here on the show, but Houston is such a dynamic city. You're kind of in the middle of a lot of the goings-on, so to speak. Yes. So let's tell people about H-Town Mingle and what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a PR marketing agency that specializes in media, and we also host these awesome experiences where we connect face-to-face. So you don't have just the online portion. You can actually connect with your customers, with people that you need to do business with.
And how does that happen? Because there's so many people, you kind of bring them together with some of these events, right?
I do. So every week and monthly, we host everything from a business experience where they can come and network over brunch. So that's your kind of like your typical networking. But we take it one step further. Like our after work experiences, they're more than networking. They are making connections. They're real life conversations. It's not just a name tag and you go around the table and each person shares their information. We really want to get to know you as a person and the opportunity to meet people you need to do business with, because so many times I see people connecting with their industry only and they don't get out of that bubble. So you'll see 600 people that are doing the exact same thing.
All tax preparers, or they're all right.
That makes no sense to me. I don't need to know someone else that does exactly what I do. It's great because I can learn from them very specific things. But most importantly, if we were to connect with the people we actually need to do business with, or that can refer business to you, and you're doing the things that you love, I think that's much more valuable to me.
And that's one of the reasons I reached out to you, is because as real estate, if I'm a realtor, I'm not, but if I were, just like you were saying, I want to meet people in a variety of capacities. Correct. Sure, I want to meet realtors and learn from them along the way, but if I go to a place, there's a lot of times I'm going to meet people that I might be able to help or might be able to learn from. So,
for sure.
So give us an idea. Some of the and you do have realtors that are in the groups and things like that. But give us an idea of some of the other professions that are part of that use your organization, H-Town Mingle.
Yeah, so definitely could be realtors. It also can be investors. It can be insurance agents. It can be literally in other industries like technology. It could be someone who prepares taxes. Like, you want to connect with the people that are doing business currently with your potential customers. And that's what I think is so cool, because when you're sitting there and you're building that relationship, they might be preparing someone else's taxes, or they might be at dinner with someone else, doing other things, or maybe they go to church with that person, or maybe they're at, whatever it is that they're doing, or they have kids they go to school with, you name it. Those are the referrals that you need. And a lot of times we rely solely on social media, or we rely solely on our current network. What if you can grow past that? And I always say, grow out and get something different. The only way you can do that is by connecting with the people that you need to know, not the people you currently know. Who are the people you need to know? And that's what our specialty is we try to get the people that you need to know at these experiences and doing the things that you love, again, so that it doesn't feel just like work. You're actually connecting, doing the things that you love. It could be pickleball. It could be a tasting. It could be, it could be a shopping experience where we go and grab coffee first, and then next we go have lunch, and then after that we're grabbing dessert, and you kind of get in where you fit in. So it's not just your traditional marketing and networking events or B&I group or that sort of thing. It's actually lifestyle experiences, connecting you, with people, doing the things that you love, and you're doing business in the process as well, because you're going to be able to build your legacy that way. You're not going to put yourself in a box. And I think too many times we do that. We pay the ticket, we go to the event, we leave with the 5 cards, we lose the 5 cards. We had him on social media. We never see him again and that sort of thing. But what if you can be a part of a community where we're actually supporting you? What are you doing this week? How can I support you? Can we like, share, follow you? Can 5 other people like, share, follow you and promote you? That's how you grow your business. That's how you connect people to people.
And you are using social media as well, right?
I do every day.
Every day. So let's tell people how that works,
Yeah.
and how they can find you on social media,
Sure.
and that describes more. And I'm calling them events. You're calling them experiences, but they're kind of interchangeable. Would you say?
They are interchangeable events. They are full production events. I can tell you that because I come from 30 years, hosting events and 15 in media as well. So I also have a TV show, and a part of that is also hosting events. So sometimes it could be hosting an event before, and I'll share with you as an event. You could have a breakfast before we film the show, connect with people you need to know, right? So that's one form. You can meet that evening at a different event or experience, and we're connecting after work. You don't have to bring your business cards. You can connect and share stories and connect on a personal level. And then it's all documented through and shared through social media. So we're sharing live. You're connecting. If you're a sponsor, if you're a part of the experience, so to speak, you can actually cross promote. You can actually get your name and brand out there during the event in person, in addition online, right? So we're going to share the behind the scenes, or we're pre-promoting the events in advance, right? So then your brand and your name is getting exposure and massive visibility because I'm everywhere you need to be, and cross promoting again. So then you're also not just that, and not just meeting the people face to face. You need to connect to the people that I know, that I've worked with for over 30 years, that I've traveled all over and done all the things and gone to all the title conferences and done business all around the world. But right here in Houston, we have so many people we need to know. So if I can help introduce you to those people and connect you to those people, whether it's face-to-face and or online, because it's the best of both worlds, I believe, then I think that's super powerful.
So then what would you recommend? It sounds like there's a lot of facets to what you're doing. So just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So what would you recommend people do first to get into learning more about how H-Town Mingle can help them?
Absolutely. So there's 2 options. You can definitely follow on social media and check it out if you want to get all eyes on me, or you can actually come out to an experience. That's another way, face-to-face, ask questions, meet other people, get connected.
Okay, so let's say someone, that would be my mode. I'd say, well, I want to go to one of these experiences.
Absolutely.
Okay, so how does that work? How do I know which one to go to? How often do you have them? So tell us more.
Yeah, that's a great question. So you can find out more than one way. We do promote them through Eventbrite and other platforms as well. We're always sharing everything on social media. So when you connect with us on social media, you can see everything. If you want to see everything all in one place, which is easy.
That might be easy, yeah.
It's super easy. You just check out our website. We've got everything shared there as well. In addition, you can be on the magazine or in the magazine or on the show and those sort of things too. So we do have other ways in the promotional packages, everything listed too.
What's the website?
Yeah, the website is htownmingle.com.
htownmingle.com. And the show that you're referencing, Amber, let's tell people about the show and what's that? Where do we see that here?
Yeah. So the show is the Amber Townsend Show, which literally it's not about me. It's about making a difference in the community and the stories that you have to share. So if you want to share something about your brand story and what you do to make a difference and what you're passionate about, those are things I think are super important. And it helps you connect with your audiences on a different level. So it's more than like a 30-second pitch or just a brand story. It's about the why you do what you do, how you can connect with them, and how you want to be able to make a difference in their life and build a legacy.
And where do they hear it?
It is going to
on the website.
You definitely check everything out through the website, through social media, so Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, you name it. In addition to, we will be launching on YouTube as well. So but I always update everyone. So as everything evolves, we do special announcements and we do the whole PR.
So the easiest thing, htownmingle.com is the easiest thing.
Correct.
And in fact, one of the things as I reached out to you, you had something, and I kind of, maybe it's over, something about a realty event, a realtor event.
Yes.
I think you had one or two speakers or something.
Yes.
So is that a recurring theme,
Yes.
or it's just all kinds of business leaders come on?
I'm glad you asked, because we host something each week. We film the show bi-weekly. And so those are multiple guests that can be on the show. So we have 3 people per episode. In addition to, we do have like executive brunches. We have business networking, after hours, work experiences and things like that too. So they can get plugged into those. Our next real estate specific, like real estate, mortgage, title, that world type event is coming up on the 24th of next month. And that's going to be at the Moran Hotel.
So, and that's going to be September 24th.
Exactly. We filmed the show, like episode 1, we filmed and did the premiere all in a week's time. So it was like everything blurred. So I keep skipping forward. I'm like, oh, we still have a week left.
Well, give us a quick word as far as, and you mentioned this hotel, but
Yes.
that's one of the things that might be distinctive of your organization.
Yes.
You make sure that you have these experiences or events at nice places, right? Or interesting
Absolutely.
places.
Yes, we talked about that before, about different locations,
Right.
And how I always try to make it an elevated experience.
Because there's a lot of great places in Houston, right?
There's so many places, very diverse, because I think it's so important that when you're there, you are treated to something special. You take time out of your day to show up to our experiences.
Nice atmosphere many times.
So a part of what I've done with my agency, whether it's a business networking event or a business social or whatever it may be, I partner with companies like the Moran Hotel, the Post Oak Hotel. I partner with the nicest restaurants and venues, and we do all types of fun things, from entertainment to live music and all of these different things. So that's a part of the experience, and that's why it's different than an event where you just buy a ticket and show up. We get you included, and we want you to walk away and you say, "Hey, had such a great time," or "I met this person and they made an impact. I met you at an event that was."
How do you beat that? How do you beat that?
Yeah, you never know,
You just
right?
never know. Amber Townsend, H-Town Mingle, and that's htownmingle.com. Well, Amber, if someone wants to reach out by phone, what should they do?
832-396-2557. 832-396-2557.
Amber, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
This is the perfect time to talk about Stewart Insurance. That's right. Many people know, and we're glad you know about us, Stewart Title. That's right. We're an international company traded on the New York Stock Exchange as STC International. We're all over Houston with about 17 offices or so. We'd be honored to be stewards of your real estate transaction. That's right, title insurance. Most people know about us, Stewart Title Insurance. And by the way, you can go to stewart.com and see the full menu of things that we do. And also, a lot of people have questions about title insurance. They wonder what it is. But stewart.com, go to the website. You'll find your closest office, even if you're in another state. Plus, it answers frequently asked questions about title insurance. So that's great. What about if you need home insurance, auto insurance? Let's say you have a motorcycle. You want insurance for your motorcycle. Part of our company is Stewart Insurance. Different than Stewart Title. It's called Stewart Insurance. Stewart Title, we're about 130 plus years old. Stewart Insurance has been in business maybe 15, 16, 17 years, but sometimes people get confused. But again, you need home insurance, vacant home insurance, vacation home insurance. That's right. Go to Stewart Insurance. That's where I have all my insurance. You get the insurance renewal for your home, your car. All you got to do is call Stewart Insurance. They're right there to help you. And by the way, in the real estate world, if you're a real estate broker, you can get E&O insurance. You can get cyber liability insurance. That has been so popular lately with the people that are working here in the Houston area, the cyber liability policy. So it's very easy. You can go to stewartinsurance.com. I didn't mention all the types of insurance that you can get. Yeah, I said the motorcycle. What about watercraft? That's right. You can get the watercraft too. But stewartinsurance.com provides the full menu. And all you have to do is call them at 866-798-2827. 866-798-2827. And guess what happens when you call them during regular business hours? A real person answers the phone. A rarity these days. Can you imagine? You call a number, a business number, and you don't get a recording. You don't get some other kind of thing, an AI voice. A real person answers when you call. 866-798-2827. That's Stewart Insurance. They're there right now to help you during business hours when you want to renew your insurance, your car, your auto, your home. It's that simple. And don't forget about that umbrella policy. Go to 866-798-2827, Stewart Insurance. And I mentioned our offices at Stewart Title. Well, we have people that are there to help you as well. We have tremendous escrow officers. We have business development people. And right now, we have Chance Van Cleve, who covers Katy and Fulshire. Chance, welcome to the show.
What's up, Bill? It's always a pleasure being here. Good to be back.
I love talking about Stewart Title and Stewart Insurance. It's the greatest.
Yes, sir, it is. Always and forever. That's why we've been around for 130 years.
130 years. That's amazing. And one of the things right there, Fulshire and Katy, you're doing tremendous work helping the team and everybody else, talking to realtors, bringing them in the fold, and doing so many things.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So I control Katy, which is our office is located right off of Westheimer Parkway. And I also control Fulshire, which is smack down right in the middle of downtown Fulshire. Me and my team, my amazing escrow officers and junior closer, we are here to help you. We want to make the experience when you send us a contract amazing, not only for you, but also your clients. Your clients are just as important as you are to us. And who are those people? That is, over for my Katy, we have Thelma Schlisman, Kathy Straw, and Rachel Kioskis. So Thelma's been in the business. She's our for 25 years. She is our branch manager for Katy and Fulshire. Miss Kathy Straw is been in the business for 14 years and still going strong. And Rachel's been in the business for 7 years, and she is our junior closer and processor. And then for my Fulshire, it's also Thelma. She goes back and forth from Katy and Fulshire, and Veronica Solis, who has been in the business for 14 years as well. We want to help every agent that steps into our office. We want to give you an amazing experience. We want to be that resource for you. So what does that mean? If you need any help, any question that you have about title, call us. If you need help with your business, that's what I'm here for. I want to be that resource for you to help grow your business, whether it's marketing or farming, or just simply pulling some information like HOA fees or MUD, notice of purchaser document, because let me do that for you.
And that's a good point, Chance, because during the closing, the escrow officers pull so many details together. I mean, paperwork, mortgage, all these things come together, but in doing so, outside of the closing transaction, so to speak, there are the offices have access to information where, like you said, you and the rest of our team are able to get some of that information should a realtor or someone want to know where it'll be helpful to them.
100%, yeah, and it also includes deed restrictions. That's something that we can also pull for you. And on certain occasions, sometimes we can pull some surveys from back in the past for you. It just depends on the situation. But yeah, we are here to help. We want to make you look like a superstar to your clients while also having your clients having a wonderful experience with us at the Katy and Fulshire offices. And it's not only just me. It's us all around the greater Houston area, whether it's from Tomball all the way down to Galveston or from Beaumont all the way to El Paso. We are here. We want to help you. We're here to stay. And yeah, that's what we're here for.
Chance, people tell us you've been seen on various pickleball courts as well. Is this true? Is this a myth or is this true?
Yeah, no, it is true. Good old Leal, she invited me and her went and played in a tournament the other day, and it was my first time ever playing in one.
How'd you do?
We ended up getting third out of 12 teams. So we were very happy. We had a wonderful time. It was a blast. Yeah. I definitely highly recommend it to you. Just like Leal's telling you, you got to get into it.
Here we are. We're selling real estate. We're selling title insurance, car insurance, and pickleball.
Jack of all trades.
That's right. A show,
Come on now.
A show first. Well, Chance, people want to reach out to you right now. Bring the real estate transaction to Katie Fulcher. What should they do?
Get in contact with me you can text me or call me at 346-827-4588. And again, 346-827-4588.
Chance, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure, Bill.
Juliana Bareford also represents Stewart Title in a tremendous way every day. Kirby Grove. And when we say Kirby Grove, I want to explain that is in the center of the Houston universe. It's handling all the River Oaks, Uptown, so many places, the Heights. What am I missing? Juliana, welcome to the show, by the way.
Well, thank you, Bill.
I'm just in a geographic overload.
Did you say
here.
Upper Kirby? We have
Kirby.
Montrose.
River Oaks.
Westview.
Heights. Westview, yeah.
Westview, yeah.
I mean, you could throw a stone and hit Westview.
I could. Yes, I could.
But the police would be right over. They run a tight ship there.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Anyway, let's tell people. There you are, Kirby Grove, doing tremendous work about your office.
Yeah, I've been there for a little over 5 years, and we have 2 escrow officers right now. They both do commercial and residential.
5 years.
5 years, a little over 5 years. We have Lauren Reed. She's our branch manager, and she just celebrated her 15th year with Stewart Title.
Wow.
And then we have Sanford Reel, who I believe is close to about 30 years. And then
The
they
real
both,
deal.
She is the real deal. But it's a great office. It's a beautiful office. But we have a good team. We get along well, and we try to make the experience for all the buyers and sellers and the realtors that come as special as we can make it.
Well, Juliana, that sounds tremendous. I know one of your favorite holidays is coming up. You're probably getting the decorations ready right now, and that's Halloween, right?
It is, Bill. I already
Don't you love
have my inside done of my house, except for my Spooky Town Village. I don't have that done.
Have you been buying more decorations, or you rotate?
Well, I wasn't going to, but I did, yes.
But you can't
I did.
stop, can you?
I can't. No.
All right. So next time you come on before Halloween,
I'll have an update.
We'll give people your home address and they could drive by. Maybe not, but
no, they can't. Yeah.
They'll see something incredible. You knock it out of the park every Halloween.
Yeah, I probably have over 30 skeletons that are regular size, and then I have a couple of the big ones. So yeah,
can't wait.
I can't either.
But people want to bring the real estate transaction right there to you in the middle of everything. Let's tell people how they can reach you, Juliana Bareford.
My cell phone number is 346-561-8471. Again, 346-561-8471.
Thanks for being with us.
Well, thank you, Bill.
And now, Leal, Salame, Leal. Let's tell people, what else do you want them to know?
Well, that I will make the process as smooth as possible for you and easy, and you're going to be satisfied with the service and happy with the whole transaction.
And exceeding expectations, right?
Absolutely. I'll go above and beyond.
Well, when you're speaking 4 languages right there, that just tells me that you just are able to help people in so many extra ways.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be able to do that for you.
The 4 languages. Let's tell people again.
Right.
English,
Spanish, Arabic, and French. And a different
out
one?
Of those 4.
Out of those 4, I will go for the Italian one. Yeah, okay. I love that, how it sounds.
It's so great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how can people reach you if they need help buying or selling a home?
Or if you want to play pickleball as well.
Or pickleball, that's right. Because this is the unique pickleball edition of the show. Didn't start out that way, but you know how things are, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So the best way to reach me will be 832-739-2698. Again, 832-739-2698.
Good to see you. We'll see you on the pickleball court.
Absolutely.
You and Chance, I'll show up one day.
Sounds good. And then we got up some coffee.
I love the coffee.
There we go.
We'll see you then. And now, Amber, a last word. Let's tell people H-Town Mingle. Here's Amber Townsend. Amber, let's tell people the website.
It is htownmingle.com.
And it's an experience and it's an event all tied together.
It is. It is. It's one heck of an experience.
It can be, right?
It is. Always.
htownmingle.com.
Absolutely. Oh, 832-396-2557. 832-396-2557.
Amber, thanks for being with us. And thank you all for listening to Real Estate Matters with Stewart Title. I am your host, Bill Napick. Yeah, the pickleball edition. I didn't see it coming, but I like it. We're going to do another one here coming up soon, and glad you're joining us. Check out the website, which is stewart.com/radio, because you may be hearing the show, but you can also see it too at stewart.com/radio as I make a YouTube video each and every show. In addition, it could be found at Radio Bill. Don't even have to write it down. Radio Bill. Check it out. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.